So right now I'm gonna do a video on both of the Assassin's Creed decks that are in the starter pack. So I know like a lot of those bigger MTG fans have probably already know what a majority of these cards are or what they do, especially if you're an Assassin's Creed fan as well. So in this video I'm also gonna go over the pricing of them. So I'm gonna start with this one, Ezio Blade of Vengeance. And so he has Death Touch, and whenever an assassin you control deals damage to a combat player, draw a card. And he is currently priced on TCG at $8.89. And then we're just going to keep going through each 60 card deck. Basic lands, I'm just going to skip through. I mean, they're like 3 cents usually, or like around that. So I'm not going to go through all those. So, alright. So the next card in the deck is Achilles Davenport. And right there. Okay. So next card in the is Achilles Davenport. He is free running for the cost of a blue and a black. So whenever you deal damage to an opponent with an assassin or commander, you can cast something at free running cost, which is the new thing that came out with the Assassin's Creed decks. He also has Menace, and other assassins you control get +1/+1. Right here, Achilles Davenport, and he is currently priced at for $6.53. And then the next card is Auditory Ambush. So it's a sorcery. It says choose one or both. Return target creature to its owner hand. Target player searches their library and or graveyard for a card named Ezio Blade of Vengeance, reveals it and puts it into their hand. If they search the library this way, they shuffle. Okay, so this combines with the main 6-card deck, with the card that was at the top. So it just allows you to retrieve him and return a target creature to hand. It's okay, I guess. I mean, it's not like a great. I'm more of a commander player. I usually play commander like for fun with my friends. So I probably wouldn't really use that card too much. But card deck is better. But it's currently priced at, which out of reading it makes sense. The next one's actually just another same card, Auditory Ambush. I mean, it's based on the 60-card deck, so it makes sense. So that's just the next one. And then the next one after that is Rooftop Bypass. Which is an enchantment card. Whenever one or more non-token creatures you can draw deal damage to a player, create a 1/1 black assassin token with Menace. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. So this is currently priced $4.99. And out of the price I got the starter pack for, you can sell the singles for more than what the starter pack cost, I think. Or at least it looks like it. So like you can make money if you like bought it off of Amazon and then sold the singles or something like that. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But anyways, obviously everything's cheaper when you buy it in bulk. You can always get lucky and pull something. So the next card is gonna be, and there's 2 of them, but in this, it's gonna be called Tranquilize. it not popping up? There it is. If I think. Alright, so tap target creature an opponent controls and put 3 stun counters on it. Okay. It's not terrible. It makes sense for Assassin's Creed. So it's only to 8 cents. Which makes sense. It's not like the greatest card, but I guess like if someone had like a commander card that they focus on a lot, then you could put a card out of commission for like 4 turns. Unless they had a way to return it to their hand, which would remove the counters on it. But there's 3 of them in this deck. And there's 3 of them in this 60 card deck. Yeah. And I'm gonna really... Do I have the filter for... Let's see. Filter. No, I feel like I do have the filter for Magic on. Anyway. The next card is Hookblade Veteran. So, if you guys are Assassin's Creed fans at all that watch this, Hookblade, Assassin's Creed, Revelations, which is when Ezio gets the Hookblade after he travels to, I think it was Constantinople. I could be wrong on that. It's been a while. It's been a little bit since I played Revelations. But he meets the head assassin there, and he gets the Hookblade from him. And as long as it's your turn, Hookblade Veteran has flying, which honestly, in like a commander deck, if you're playing people that don't have flying, or if you're playing people that do have flying, it's not like terrible. Well, actually, no. Never mind. It's as long as it's your turn. But if you need to do damage though, that combines with free running, hit the opponent with your assassin, then you can use free running and get some other cards out for cheap that might be in your hand. Not terrible. There are 2 of them in this deck. So, it's not a terrible card, but also not the greatest either. But it's at 11 cents. The next one is Brotherhood Spy, which is pretty much the whole game. Brotherhood's Assassin's Creed, the Assassin's Brotherhood. Every game before Odyssey. I think Odyssey was the first one to break away from Assassins and then I've played most of the Assassin's Creed games. The only one I haven't played is... I'm looking forward to the new one, first of all. I pre-ordered it. We'll be looking forward to that. And then Unity, I haven't played. And I haven't played the first one either, but I also haven't been able to find it anywhere. But yeah. So Brotherhood Spy is at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you control a legendary assassin, Brotherhood Spy gets +1/+0 until end of turn and can't be blocked this turn. Okay. It's not terrible, but also not the greatest, I would say. It's okay. But it's more of just an attacker. There's 3 of them in this deck. And it is currently priced at 10 cents. Okay. So the next card is Assassin's Den. So it's a wall, so it's a defender, so it can't attack. Put a plus, so if for 3 blue, for 3 colorless and a blue, you can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It can't be blocked this turn and activate only as a sorcery. So that also helps with free running. It's probably going to be its main use. The +1/+1's useful too. If you're trying to do a commander deck, maybe you want to increase your commander damage, but that will take time, so it's not the best way. But yeah, there's 2 of them in this deck. I know the cards are kind of blurry with the camera, but I mean, it's gonna show. I'm showing them on my, so you can see the card. 11 cent, 2 of them. Okay, the next one is called Merciless Harley Quinn. I'm gonna be honest. Do not know. He looks familiar, but I don't fully recognize him. If it's Odyssey, I have not played Odyssey all the way through. I just could never honestly get through it. It's a very long game. But I played like Valhalla is long too, and I played that all the way through, plus the add-ons. And then the new one, the previous new one, Mirage, was like a very short one, but it also gave like nostalgia back to like the old ones with the where you could like tear down the posters to remove your wanted level and stuff. So that was cool. But yeah, Merciless Harley Quinn. So it is free running for 1 black and 1 colorless, and it's a 2/1. Oh, I guess I could be saying the toughness as well, but they should have shown it. But it's a 2/1. When Merciless Harley Quinn enters the battlefield, you draw a card, and you lose 1 life. Okay. So that's useful in certain situations. There are 3 of them in this deck. I just dropped one, but there are 3 of them in this deck, and currently priced only at. Let's see. The next card is Brotherhood. I cannot pronounce that last name. Brotherhood Patricia, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. It looks like there's at least 2. So it has whenever it dies, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. It costs 3 colorless and a black, and it's a 4/1. So I guess its main goal is just to die. There's 2 of them in this deck, and it is currently priced 9 cents. Okay, the next one is Poison Blade Mentor. Okay. It's currently priced at 10 cents. It is Death Touch, and then it's 1 black and 1 colorless. It's a 2/1. And whenever it attacks another target assassin you control, gains Death Touch until end of turn. So that's not actually terrible. Like, I would, depending on the deck, giving another assassin Death Touch, because that's going to make certain decks not want to block you. So if it's like unless it's like a really high damage card. But there's 2 of them in this deck, and it is at 10 cents, but there's the card as well. Alright. Next one HUD is Brotherhood Ambushers. And I have not looked at this deck at all. I think I got it like last week, and I've just been waiting to open it. And I'm probably gonna try and make a commander deck, but I'm gonna have to buy more cards to do that. Okay, so Brotherhood Ambushers, free running, 3 colorless, 1 black, and it is just a 6/3. Without the free running, it costs 4 colorless and 1 black. There's 3 of them in this deck, so no special abilities. So it's just supposed to be like a high damage free run card, but so nothing powerful. It's currently priced at 7 cents. Okay, the next one is Hired Blade. And I also don't, I'm going to be honest, I don't know which ones of these are remakes of previous cards. So, like, some of these might be remakes. This one probably isn't, but, like, if it says Assassin on it, it's not going to be one, but, like, If it isn't, I don't really know which ones are remakes and not. I know some remakes, but not all of them. So Hired Blade costs 2 colorless, 1 black. It has flash, so that you can cast the spell anytime. You could cast an instant. So it could be used as a useful blocker. Just a quick out. It's a 3/2. And it is currently priced 7 cents. And that is what the card. The next one is a land. First land I've seen so far of the 60 cards. Submerged Boneyard. So so it taps for either a blue or a black, and there are 3 of them, and it enters tapped. It is currently priced at cents, and that's the card. It's like an older card based on the fact. I'm assuming it's older. The next one is Assassin Initiate. Okay. If I was literally right there, I just didn't click it. Oh, it says it. It says ACR in here, which is Revelations. But like all of them have, like Brotherhood and Revelations both have that same feature. With that. So it costs 1 black mana. Okay, this is actually, depending on how you're playing, doesn't seem like that bad. It's a 1/1, so that's why it's not like it's a blood. But if you pay 1 mana, it can gain your choice of Flying, Death Touch, or Lifelink until end of turn. Lifelink probably isn't going to be too useful with a 1/1 unless you are like. It depends on your opponent's deck, because like if you have I was playing the other day and there was a card that said each creature's card will deal 1 damage to their opponent, and that's how I ended up like basically losing all my life. So sometimes 1 life really will matter. But like Flying or Death Touch. Flying is probably going to be the most useful one with the free running feature, but Death Touch can also be pretty useful too. So there's only 1 in this deck, it looks like, and it's currently priced at 8 cents, and that is the card right there. Okay, the next one is Restart Sequence, and it has free running so it costs 3 colorless and a black, and it's free running for 1 colorless and a black. Okay. So, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So, yeah. That's nice though. Because some things are like to the hand, so the fact that it goes right to the battlefield's nice. It's a sorcery though, so it's not like you can do it at instant speed, but it's still useful. Like if you have a big assassin you want back. But there's other cards that do a similar thing. I think the main thing with this is the fact that it's free running, so you can cast it at a cheaper price. But nothing like too powerful. 17 cents and a sorcery. Cards that can like get more creatures back. But the next one is Chain Assassin. It costs 2 black and 2 colorless. Oh, Chain Assassination. Well, it's close. It's basically the same thing. Destroy target creature. If another creature died this turn, draw a card. Okay. It also has free running for 1 black and 1 colorless. So I think the free running makes it a little bit better. But again, there's other cards that I feel like do the same thing for like a lower mana cost, even with the free running. Like, I don't know, like there's just some other cards that I feel like are better than this one, but it's currently priced at 5 cents. And like showing the hard copy of the cards just because like it's blurry, and I just figured I'm gonna show it on the TCG player with the price anyway. The next card is Eagle Vision, which has been in many Assassin's Creeds. forgot exactly which one it started in, or it might have been all. I think it's been all of them. It's just changed how it works in each game. This one specifically, I guess, is Revelations. So it's 1 black and 4 colorless, but the free running makes it a lot better. To 1 colorless, 1 blue. So if you it's draw 3 cards, so nothing like too nice. I mean, it's useful, especially with the free running cost. So if you get the damage with like flying or something, then it's a little bit better. For 5, without the free running cost though, the 5 mana isn't really it as much cards, I feel like, and there's like tutors I feel like would be better for something that's like 5 mana, but with the free running it's a better card. The next one is Towering Viewpoint. It's a defender and has reach, and reach means you can block flying creatures essentially, for anyone that does not play Magic as much when just like Assassin's Creed. So it's a lot of these are Revelations, but all of these might be. So it's a 0/4. So obviously anything that has defender on it is meant to be a blocker, and it can't attack anyways. So it's not. So whether it's a 0/4 or 1/4, it's not gonna matter. I mean, I guess you can deal damage while blocking, but anyways, it also has. So it's 2 mana, and then for 3 mana, you could target creature gains flying until end of turn. So I'm pretty sure you can activate that at any time, because it doesn't say activate as a sorcery only. But that's definitely useful with the free running, so it's probably mostly just going to be activated on your turn, whether you choose to use it or not. Unless you need to like block and you have the mana available. I mean, it's just going to be untapped anyways on your turn. So if you have the mana, and you might as well. And since it's not a tap ability, I think you can also tap target itself as well, since you don't have to tap it. So it's currently pressed if you have a lot of mana, which since this is a black and blue deck, it's not like a huge mana deck, but you can technically target multiple creatures. So the next card is Murder. Okay. That's it. Yeah. And it looks like there's some lands coming up, and I already said I wasn't gonna show those, because I mean, there's really no point in those. I mean, if you don't play Magic, you're not gonna care what a land is. And if you do play Magic, you already know what a land is, and you know like basic lands cost like nothing. So it's not terrible. 2 black and 1 colorless. Destroy target creature. It's a pretty basic destroy target creature card. I mean, there are some other things better for the same price, but it's a basic card. It 4 cents. It's the card. That's the assassin version of the card, anyways. Versions of it as well. And then the rest seem to be not. I'll look at the tokens. The tokens I already explained it. So there's a bunch of islands, a bunch of swamps all at the back, because it's a blue and black deck with the whole thing. The main creature part of it is Ezio, Blade of Vengeance. It's the main card, but obviously I'm used to Commander. You have 1 legendary creature, a 60-card deck wouldn't work that way. And then you have these 2. Oh, so it's a assassin on the front, which is the tokens that said you can make. It's a 1/1, can't be blocked. And then on the other side, it's a treasure token, which is sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. There's 2 tokens for this deck. And yeah, so that is part 1 of this video. I'm going to split the video into 2 so it's not too long. But the second part is going to be the other 60-card deck that is not shown, but it's Aver Battle Ready. That is the other 60-card deck that came in the starter pack, so I will go over the pricing of those cards and everything, like mana value and stuff like that, in the second part of this video. So thank you for anybody who watched, and I hope to see you in another one.